Hi guys, this is Vicky. Welcome to my channel. In the last 2 years, I had a really great time in UK and EU. I finished my master's degree in UK. I travel a lot. I make a lot of friends from all over the world. And most of my friends are really curious about China, like the Chinese life, the Chinese food, the Chinese culture, or some places of interest. Now I'm in my gap year. So I decided to become a YouTuber to show you the true China. If you're interested in China or you have some question, please leave a comment on this video. So in this video, I'm going to show you a really cold city in China, Harbin, which is famous for the ice sculpture. I went to Harbin in January. The average temperature is like -22 to -26. It is really an adventure. Let me show you about this amazing city. I choose Chinese bullet train as the way to get to Harbin because it is more convenient than a slow train and it is cheaper than a flight. Harbin is in the northeast of China. The distance between my hometown Dalian and Harbin is 946 kilometers. It took me 4 hours to get there and cost me 400 yuan, which is 43 pounds. Well, if you want to travel around China, then I strongly recommend you take a bullet train because it is really fast, clean, and new. And most importantly, it is really on time. It seldom delay, and it will never strike. Anyway, the journey starts. When I arrived Harbin, I was so hungry, so I just straight to the local food market called Dali Market. If you don't know what to eat in China, I strongly recommend you to go to the local food market because it is really a good place to enjoy some delicious local food. It will have a bunch of choices and really affordable. This is fresh frozen pear juice. It cost me 10 yuan, equal to 1.1 pound. Frozen pear is a traditional specialty in the northeast of China. In the cold winter, people use a special way to freeze a pear, which makes it a refreshing frozen texture and keeps the sweetest taste of the pears with each bites. Now the local people are really creative. We have the frozen pear coffee and wine. It is really unique, so if you have a chance to visit Harbin, give it a try. There are different kinds of Harbin sausage here. It's originally from Eastern Europe, but people here localize it with a special smoked garlic flavor, so people love it so much it become really popular. It can be eaten on its own, or you can use to make fried rice and noodles. This is one of my favorite Chinese street food called egg hamburger. It is only made by flour, egg, and meat. You can choose the flavor like sweet and sour, spicy, or curry. And it is crispy outside, juicy inside. I'll give it 10 of 10. And then I took a taxi to the ice and snow wood. It is the most interesting part of my journey. I'm really impressed by those vivid, gorgeous ice sculpture. Although I have heard many times how amazing it is on social media, I still feel really shocked when I see it with my own eyes. It is absolutely crazy. Harbin has the world's largest and the most spectacular ice and snow festival. The Ice and Snow World is 8.7 million square meters feet, and the ice cube is all collected from the frozen Songhua River in Harbin, and the average temperature of it is -25. What surprised me most is the Ice and Snow World was built in only 30 days. Look at this amazing ice sculpture. I have no idea how they can do it. I really want to show my respect to the ice sculptor. It makes the ice and snow world really magical. This is definitely my favorite ice sculpture. It successfully imitates the building in Beijing called the Temple of Heaven. The Temple of Heaven is an ancient religious building used by emperor to pray for the good harvest in the next season. It is definitely my pleasure to see the ice sculptor make the Temple of Heaven in Harbin again. In Harbin as a snow world, you can not only take beautiful pictures, but also enjoy some funny ice activities. As you can see that people are enjoying the ice cycling and various of ice activities. There is a farewells and a slide which is 500 meters long in the snow and ice world. But this year, Harbin is so popular, so the queue of them is like 2 hours. I just decided to go to another winter wonderland to enjoy the activities. This is another winter wonderland in Harbin. It is really close to ice and snow world. In this winter wonderland, you can enjoy various ice and snow activities, such as motorcycle, slide, that kind of things. And it only costs £10. After enjoying those funny but cold activities, I decided to find myself some hot food. So we are in a Chinese barbecue restaurant now. Barbecue has a really long history in China, and what interesting most is that you got different flavor in different region of China. And the barbecue in Harbin is just amazing. Me and my friend are really happy about it. After this dinner, we will go to see a concert, and I'm so excited about it. The concert is about Chinese rock band, which is called Second Hand Rose. And I think this band can representative the culture of northeast of China, because the music is really creative, innovative, and bold. The band is really popular in China now, and it is really famous for its combination of traditional Chinese instrument sona with rock and roll. And I think the most interesting part for me is that both fans and the band will wear the clothes with green and red flower. It is kind of some unspoken commitment. So let's enjoy the music. On the second day, I went to Unit 731 Museum. I think this is the saddest museum in the world. I feel really shocked, depressed about what I saw in that museum. Let me share about some information with you. So, what is Unit 731? Why it is in Harbin? In 1931, Japan invaded and colonized the northeast of China, which included Harbin. To expand their territory, they planned to invade south of China, Korea, and Soviet Union. But Japan know that they are short of resources at that time, so the representative of Unit 731, Shiroishi, said if Japan wants to win, it can only rely on germ warfare. So in 1935, Japanese army secretly set up Unit 731 in Harbin, which uses human body make some bacterial and poison experiments. In order to do a series of inhumane experiments, Japanese army sent a lot of people to Unit 731. Most of them are Chinese people, but also there are some Korea and Soviet Union people. And people here, they don't have their own name. They were called Maluda, which means wood in Japanese. That means they can be treated randomly. So what did they do in Harbin? First of all, they bred a lot of mouse, and at the same time they cultivate fleas, so that they can inject the plague to the people. Through the experiment, they found out that the plague can reproduce quickly and can reproduce in a low temperature. So they decided to use it as the most effective tools of germ warfare. And then they start to put the plague in a bomb and spread the plague since 1939 in China. However, this is not the only bacterial experiment they did. Unit 731 conducted research and the production of bacteria like cholera, typhoid, anthrax, glandus. It seriously endangered natural ecology and human living environments. They brought a really huge disaster of Chinese people. There are also some survivors of the germ warfare in China now. They are living a really painful life because they still have the infection on their skin. And most importantly, they are waiting for the apology. And also because Japanese army wanted to invade the Soviet Union, they need to know how to survive in a cold weather. So they did a series of inhumane freezing experiments, such as they put people's hands to extreme cold conditions like -50 degrees, and then poured spoiled water to study the effects of frostbite and hypothermia. It is really cruel. Well, I cannot list all the experiments and atrocity in this video, but there is a lot of books, movies, and a documentary to help us to know more about Unit 731. So, after the Second World War, did Unit 731 get punishment? Unfortunately, from September 1945 to November 1948, before and after Tokyo Trail, Japan and the United States raised a secret deal. The US obtained the data that Japanese army collected in bacterial experiments, human experimentation, and biological warfare, on condition of granting Unit 731 members immunity from war crimes prosecution. Many members of Unit 731 have a very successful careers in politics, academy, business, and other fields.